Greetings, I'm Charles, I'm 55 years old, I'm 6'1" when I'm fully assembled, weigh about 230 pounds. Today what I'm going to show you is getting in and out this door. Specifically, the reason I'm showing this is because I have my wheelchair ramp going to this door. I don't have a landing to get, for any space to maneuver around on. I have to do everything on the ramp. So, also point out this ramp is in my garage. People have a bad habit of stealing aluminum wheelchair ramps, no matter how they are configured, because they can sell them a lot for recycled. So I've got my wheelchair ramp inside the garage. Alrighty, the way I do this is anytime I'm on this ramp, well, let me put it this way, about 99.9% of the time or more, I am propelling myself on this wheelchair ramp. I very rarely, unless there's ice or something like that on the ramp, have somebody help me up, push me up, or anything of that nature. So I do this myself. So when I am on this ramp, I am virtually always pointed down the ramp. When I'm coming out the door, when I'm going down the ramp, I'm facing forward. And when I'm coming up the ramp, I'm still facing in that exact same direction. So I'm moving backwards like this. So I just now came up this ramp and I need to get through this closed door. So I managed to make myself up the ramp just going backwards, grab a hold of my push rims, pulling myself up. I'm using my foot as basically as a stop. And now I can do this without any feet on at all, and I do have another video demonstrating that. But how I get through this door is I make my way up, get back to the door as far as I can. I'll use my foot as a block against this wheel to hold me up. See, I'm not using my brakes or anything. I do not rely on my brakes to keep me in place when I'm on a hill. I don't do that at all. So I hold myself here. I usually go ahead and hang on to the push rim with this hand, and I'll turn around and just reach back and push that door open. And I don't have to push it necessarily all the way open, because as I back up, the wheelchair will push the door back. So I'm going to come through here and just come through, and once I make it all the way through, of course, I'll push the door closed and keep all the cold or hot outside. All right, now on the way out the door, like when I started the day and I'm coming out the door, what I'll do is I approach this door, and the first thing I usually do is I'll go ahead and go over the threshold just with my front wheels. Now, I still feel really comfortable and stable right here. I don't worry about putting my brakes on or anything. I'm not going to go anywhere. But one of the things that I have a problem with, or I had a problem with, is getting this door closed behind me. Now, oftentimes I'm going with somebody and they walk behind me and they can pull the door closed. But oftentimes that is not the case. I'm coming out the door by myself, need to get the door closed. So what I've done is I've put one of this is a rope, pull rope for a lawnmower that I have. I got it at any place. Okay, so what I've done here is I've got this lawnmower pull rope that I got at any place that sells lawnmower pieces and parts. They cost about $4 or something like that. And just tied a loop around the end with a slip knot. Anybody can take this off the door knob to get it out of the way if they need to, and it's not a problem for them. But it stays put for my purposes. And what I do is when I'm in this position, I'll go ahead and grab this pull cord. One of the other things that you can't really tell is that I have my seatbelt and my wheelchair on, because as I'm coming out of the house and I'm pulling on this thing and I'm pulling on this handrail or against this deal here, it'll make my wheelchair want to kind of turn sideways and stuff, even though I'm trying to go straight forward. I want to keep my body orientated in the wheelchair in the proper direction. And if I have the seatbelt on, I can actually kind of force the wheelchair to be facing in the right direction, even though it'll kind of want to go in the wrong direction, you know, in a different direction than I want everything to go. So, in any case, on the way out, I've got the pull handle behind me. I've got this little handrail right here, and I'll go ahead. I'll just pull myself up over the threshold and kick my feet out here in front of me a little bit, and then start that door swinging a little bit. And you saw, I pulled close right behind me, and it's good, and it's done. And then I just make myself down the ramp just as I started. That's pretty much how I get in and out the door with the ramp.